Chapter: The Corpse at the Back Door. As Diệp Phàm and his two friends quietly discussed their theories, something unnatural stirred in the classroom. Crack, pop, bang. A loud electrical snap echoed from the hallway outside. One of the corridor lights, though it shouldn't have even been on during the day, suddenly burst into sparks and shattered. Diệp Pham's eyes narrowed as he glanced out the window. A chilling pressure, unfamiliar and sinister, was spreading rapidly through the air. The entire classroom seemed cloaked in a veil of black mist. The lighting dimmed unnaturally, casting eerie shadows even though it was broad daylight outside. Diệp Pham's brow furrowed. His gaze swept the room, alert, his senses on edge. Diệp? What the hell was that? Why'd the hallway light explode? Chuvi's voice cracked with nervous energy. And what's with that face of yours? Don't freak me out, man. Yang Nhat Min, sensing the tension, turned and scanned the room too. Then he suddenly shivered. Why is it so damn cold? The lights in here look dim as hell. I'll go turn one on. Don't move, Diệp Phàm snapped, pushing him back into his seat with a grave expression. His seriousness was enough to shut them both up. The unnatural stillness and the growing pressure in the air were impossible to ignore now. Chuvi and Nhat Min exchanged worried looks. Then Diệp Pham's nose twitched. A faint, putrid scent crept in like rotting flesh. His sharp eyes darted toward the hallway and locked onto something. His pupils dilated. A rigid figure stood at the far end of the corridor, dressed in ancient ceremonial robes. It wasn't human. No, it was a corpse from another era. The face was emaciated, sickly bluish-purple. The skin was stretched taut, paper-thin, as if glued over protruding cheekbones. Lifeless, foggy eyes stared forward, devoid of soul or emotion. Its exposed hands were covered in corpse blotches. Each grotesque fingernail was at least 4 inches long. And then the darkness began to spread. From where the corpse stood, a pitch-black aura erupted, like a black hole sucking the light away. The very wall around the back door decayed before their eyes, crumbling as if centuries of erosion were happening in seconds. The foul smell grew stronger, putrid, ancient, unholy. This is a demonic domain? Diệp Phàm whispered, stunned. Only demons ranked among the top tiers of the restricted list could conjure such a field. Even the black ghoul he'd faced before would be obliterated by this creature. A what? Duong Nhat Min asked, voice rising. Where the hell would a demon like that come from? In our school! Diệp Phàm didn't answer. His instincts screamed danger. Grabbing both of his friends, he yanked them backward. Crash! Their desks clattered to the floor as the three scrambled away. The rest of the class turned to stare, irritated. Diệp Phàm, what the hell are you doing? Do you realize how important today is? Stop messing around. If you don't sit down right now, I'll have the homeroom teacher write you all up, barked class leader Thai, his voice full of authority. Then, ah! A girl near the back of the classroom screamed. Everyone turned. She stood frozen, pointing at her desk. Her lips moved, but no words came out. Diệp Phàm turned to look. Her desk, her chair, even the books on it, were rotting before their eyes, turning black, moldy, crumbling into stinking filth. Oh, crap, Chuvi muttered, covering his nose. What the hell happened to your desk, Chow Lan? At the same time, Nhat Min glanced toward the hallway and saw it. The corpse. He trembled violently and raised a shaky hand, pointing. Demon? A corpse demon. Everyone turned. Panic erupted. Screams filled the room as desks and chairs were overturned. Students scrambled back in blind terror. Even though demons had been re-emerging for over 80 years, none of these students, protected in the heart of the city, had ever seen one in real life. Now, face to face with something this powerful, their minds snapped. "It's a real corpse demon," someone shouted. "And it has a domain too, just like in the textbooks. We're screwed. We're all gonna die." Chuvi's eyes went wide with terror. Diep Pham squinted toward the hallway. Voice calm, but tense. "Stay calm. Panic won't help. Panic gets you killed." With effort, he dragged his friends to the corner of the classroom and whispered a single word: "Black Ghoul." Inside a dark, swirling void, his spirit realm, the command echoed like a sacred order. A towering, armored spirit stirred in the shadows. Pale blue eyes snapped open. A moment later, like smoke, the spirit emerged and materialized beside Diep Pham. It was massive, clad in ghostly armor, wielding a colossal blade. Chuvi screamed, "Watch out, Diep! Another demon's here!" "No, that's his spirit," Not Min yelled, eyes wide. "That's your spirit partner?" Diep Pham nodded. "That's the Black Ghoul. He's mine." The armored figure stepped forward, shielding Diep Pham. "Master," it growled, voice low and cold. "That demon is powerful. Stay behind me." Even his friends, in awe and fear, stared at Diep Pham as if seeing him for the first time. He'd awakened. He was a real spirit wielder. At that moment, the corpse demon moved. Its body lurched. Arms rose. Thud! It leapt 5 meters in a single jump, landing heavily in the hallway. An overwhelming demonic aura burst forth, drowning the entire classroom in darkness and decay. Desks, books, walls, all began to rot and crumble. Students wept. Some collapsed. A few even wet themselves in fear. Knowledge was useless. They understood exactly how powerful this thing was. This demon could slaughter thousands with a single strike. "We're dead," Chuvi whimpered. "Deep. We're gonna die here. What a tragic end. Damn the heavens." "Got any last words, oh great future exorcist?" Not Min asked, half laughing, half crying. Diep Pham didn't answer. His focus was locked on the corpse demon. Why, hadn't it attacked yet? It had more than enough power to kill them all instantly. So why walk to the front of the room? Unless this wasn't an attack. It was a ritual. A summoning ritual. The corpse stepped up to the podium. Its dead eyes scanned the class. Anyone caught in its gaze felt their soul freeze. Then, crack. The floor beneath them began to rot away too, revealing a black, bottomless void. The weaker students broke down completely. "No, I don't want to die. Please, stay away." Diep Pham, by contrast, kept calm. "Don't panic," he said to his friends. "This thing might be a spirit too. This could be a spirit domain, a summoning domain. If it wanted us dead, we'd already be dead." As if hearing him, the corpse demon turned its head. Its hollow eyes paused on Diep Pham, and something strange happened. A flicker, almost human, passed across its rotting face, a faint, approving smirk. Silence. The voice was dry, ancient, like stone grating on stone. The students froze. It had spoken. The demon raised one arm and pointed at the weeping, screaming students on the floor. "Trash," it hissed. Then the blackness beneath them surged up and swallowed them whole. Gone. Dead. Even class leader Thai, who had tried to reason with it, was erased. Now only 20 students remained. Among them, Diep Pham stood calm and unshaken, his spirit guardian at his side. Chuvi and Not Min stared at him, stunned. He was right all along.